Ahoy, ahoy, and welcome to a brand new edition of Ramble on Reaction. Sitting on my left is clever Eric Mahler.
And sitting on my right over here is handsome Dan Nye.
And this is not going to be as zany of a reaction as we normally do because it's a much more serious piece. I feel like we're going to be getting a lot more of that coming up because
we're getting into award season.
We're getting into award season, so this is beginning of October. This is the first one we've done that wasn't like September is kind of like always viewed as a weird month because it's not quite summer blockbuster. It's not quite
award season. It's just in the middle.
It used to be a dumping ground. You get a few gems every now and again. Obviously,
like Magnificent Seven.
Like Magnificent Seven, but. Of the first awards push, Eric here was fortunate enough to go see The Birth of a Nation. Now, give us a little bit about this movie. We know Nate Parker wrote, directed, and starred in it, but...
He is pretty much playing Nat Turner, and this is a movie about the Nat Turner Rebellion, which lasted for 2 days. And pretty much this movie is, I hate to say it, but it's pretty much a Hollywood paint-by-numbers slavery movie, where... Let me go into what disappointed me about this movie before I go into what's good is this Nate. What makes Nate so important in this movie is that he preaches, and there's like a drought going on, and everyone has this great idea of like, if we have Nat Turner come around and preach, the parts of the Bible where it's like, hey, obey your master, you're a slave, life is good. That'll encourage them to work more or better for the owners, even though they're not getting fed as much.
Okay.
And which to me would have led to a more interesting movie where the whole conflict before it gets to the rebellion is Nat dealing with the fact that he's Bible says one thing, Bible says another thing, and that's more of the conflict. That's where the conflict comes from, to where he's coming to terms like, wait, how can I preach one thing and it says this, stuff like that. That would be more interesting. Like you only get that for like 30 seconds in one scene.
So you don't get a big internal conflict with him as well.
Right, because pretty much what it boils down to is slavery's bad. I mean, Armie Hammer tries to play the good slave owner, but I mean, you can't really be a good one when you own a person against their will.
Okay. So what did you like?
What I liked is Nate Parker did a great job. I think he deserves to get an Oscar nomination for his acting. Writing, not so much. Directing, not so much either. Because the whole movie boils down to the last 30 minutes, because that's where the conflict happens. That's where the rebellion starts. The first about hour and 30 minutes, it's all this setup. And then again, it's just the Hollywood paint by numbers. We know, I've read a history book. Slavery's bad. But there's other movies like Glory or 12 Years a Slave, which does a better job, which gets you more interested in these characters, as opposed to this movie where it's just like, Nat has to go to this plantation, and this plantation owner's bad. Now he goes to this one, and stuff like that. It's a slow burn to get to what you want, which, it's like Nat Turner's fighting for a reason. What is that reason? Again, which is why I wish they would have done more of the whole underlying theme of Bible says one thing, Bible says another thing. Show that, make that more the basis of that movie.
That was literally going to be my next question, is how it ranked, and as far as that other category went, specifically 12 Years a Slave, because that's the one most freshest in our minds. Was there any other highlights or any other nitpicks you had with it that you can think of top of your head?
I mean, there's some good people moments in there. One of his, for instance, there's a scene where Nat's about ready, gets pushed down, and then Nat Turner gets pushed down, and then his buddy is about ready to grab something, and he's like, no. Stuff like that.
So there's good moments.
There's some good human elements, but again, there's some brutality in it, which I think is a little unnecessary. But again, when you're talking about this subject, it's really hard to find that balance, and I think Nate Parker didn't do a good job finding the balance.
Okay, so all that being said, what do you rank this movie?
I give it a B-. I mean, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, there's some good performances, and the last 30 minutes is the movie you want to see. I mean, but again, like I said, there's a lot of pacing and a lot of unevenness with this movie.
Do you think the title had any sort of bearing, taking that back, having it be one of the first movies ever made and using that title? Did it have any significance? Were you contemplating that at all?
No.
Not significant. It was just an interesting, clever turn.
Yeah, and I think they even used the original font too.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, B-. So take that for what you will. What did you guys think? Like, comment, share, let us know. I haven't seen it yet. If I do see it, I will let you guys know my thoughts and give you another little quick review, which is something I like doing if I see something after he did. But that's clever Eric Mahler sitting right over there.
That's handsome Dan Nye.
Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, ahoy, ahoy.
Anchors away.
Ramble on.